Hey guys, what's up? This is Spencer. Just gonna do a deck profile of the deck I ran for regionals last weekend. Um, I went 5-3. I finished 27th place out of like 150. They took the top 24, so that kind of stunk. I just barely missed the cut, but uh, I made some pretty bad misplays, and that's kind of the reason why I didn't top. So I definitely learned my lesson. But just gonna show you the deck I ran. I ran Dark World Turbo. All right. I ran 3 Snoww. It's kind of necessary. 3 Grapha, 3 Broww. I ran 1 Beige. He's really good to just, bounce. He actually lets a lot of the like OTKs and stuff go through. 2 Tour Guide. That's it for the monsters. Not sure how much that is. I think it's like 15 or 16 monsters. Ran 3 Gates. 3 Dark World Dealings. I ran 3 Drag Down. I just had a lot of bad luck with this card over the weekend. Every time that I got dragged down, it was with like an awkward hand or just not a monster you really wanna play when you have drag down in your hand. So I mean, just that was my take on it. 3 Upstart. Having a 37 card deck is pretty awesome. Alright. Just got the 1-ofs here: Heavy, Reborn, Foolish, Allure, Card Destruction, Dark Hole. Pretty standard. Alright, for traps, we had 3 Reckless Greed. I wasn't running this card for a while, but I just, before the night of the tournament, I decided to just go full on turbo, and I mean, it was alright. Double Compulse. A lot of people don't play this card in their Dark World deck. I opted to play it because, I mean, with Inzektor's not being that viable of a deck anymore, I figured, Bottomless and Deep Prisons were going to be definitely coming back. And I knew there's a rise in popularity heroes. So my idea with this card is when I would go to bring back Grapha and, they would try to Bottomless, I could Compulse and then activate Gates and then pop another card. Make him go, negative and get around it and then still get in there with Grapha. But honestly, this card ended up doing for me over the weekend was becoming a Naturia Beast out. I don't know how many times I compulsed Naturia Beast this weekend. It always seemed like he was coming out on me, and this was really good out. Also, it was really good for Elements of Hero Shining. It really helped me out there, and it also helped me out with a Shockmaster. He decided to call spells, and I was able to, compulse him on my next turn. Double Torrential, Torrential Tribute. It's a good card. Punishes bad players. Double Mind Crush. I hate this card. I hate this card. I don't know if I'll ever play it again. Mind Crush has just never, ever worked for me in, the way it's supposed to work. I mean, the only times, like, I was able to really use this card was off of, like, E-Call or, a Factory Search or Pod Duality. I never had, drag down Mind Crush. That just never happened to me. And then, Starlight Road. This went off, like, 3 or 4 times. It's almost a win condition card. So that's the main deck. It's 40 cards. Alright, extra deck. 2 Zenmaines. It happened a few times, when I needed it. 1 Mzurhythm and Tempempo, my band. This guy is amazing. And this actually won me a game because with Gates, This comes out at 36 because you can attack twice, so you know that's pretty good. It's not like an acid golem where you have to burn. Giga Brilliant. I mean, he's alright. During the tournament I had 2 Leviair, but I just have 1 right now. Leviair is broke in this deck. 1 Leviathan Dragon. Acid Golem, which I never made because I don't like this card. It's just an out. 1 Maestroke, never made it. Photon Papilloperative Butterfly Assassin thing, never made it. Utopia, never made it. Love this card. Heliopolis is amazing. This card won me a couple games. You know, what to say about this card? They leave a Cyber Dragon on board, you know. Guess I'll suck them all up, but it never happened. And then Stardust for the road. That was my extra deck. Side deck wasn't that great. Definitely could have sided some better cards, but Snowman Eater is pretty good. Spirit Reaper, I mean, it was alright. There's just so many decks that have outs to this now, you know, with Photon Butterfly and, you know, Gemini Spark, you know, Grapha. It's lost a lot of its, you know, luster. I mean, it's still good, you know, for the random pops, but 3 MST, I mean, you really can't play this deck. They're gonna side hard on you, you know. Soul Drain, Macro, Shadowmere, you know, Bottomlesses if they're not maining them, you know, they're all gonna come in. So I gotta have these two. You just can't have enough back row hate with this deck. Double Gozen Match. This card, I mean, if you can get this card on board and you're playing, you know, wind-ups, you know, Chaos, which I played quite a few Chaos variants, you know, you can pretty much lock them down with Grapha, you know. 1 Deck Devastation. I didn't want to main this because I was afraid of the hero matchup, because I really don't want to top deck this card against heroes when they have, you know, 3 back row and an alias. That's gonna be a pretty bad draw. It's almost like a wasted turn. And I'm glad I didn't main it, because I played 2 hero decks and then a mirror match, mocking a gadget. I mean, this card would have been dead, you know, most of the time. However, I did side it in against the wind-up match, and it pretty much won me the game. I mean, he dropped 4 cards from his hand, and it was pretty good. 1 Skill Drain. I just didn't really feel like there was much effects I needed to be stopping. I mean, it's a really good card, but I thought, you know, wind-ups, that'll hurt, but against a mirror match, it's not going to do anything. Heroes is not going to do anything. I mean, can't really say much about that. I just don't really like it that much, honestly. And then 2 System Down. I thought with the rise of Gigas and the YCS and Toronto and so many famous and pro players, you know, opting to play that deck, I thought there'd be a lot more Gigas and such, but I only played, you know, 1 machine matchup and I never got to it, but System Down, you know, it's good. I opted to play this over Cyber Dragon because the only outs to this card are, you know, like Dark Bribe, 7 Tools, Solemn Judgment, you know. Whereas Cyber Dragon, you can just get, you know, warninged, or, you know, they could, you know, really mess that up. Where this is just a board clear, graveyard clear. I mean, I figured if I played this card against, you know, one of those decks, it was an auto win. So that's why I decided to run those. But yeah, that was the deck list. Thanks for watching.